on behalf of myself and Texas Parent to Parent, a statewide nonprofit organization serving families of children with disabilities and special health care needs. I would like to comment on the bill's impact on people with disabilities. About inconsistent signatures. I have quadriplegic cerebral palsy. My signature is inconsistent and could be disputed as not my own. The bill says I would need to appear in order to validate my mail-in ballot. If someone has to vote by mail because they are homebound, how could they go in? Can't they just say on the phone that they remember signing the outside flap? I could send in 5 more that wouldn't match either. The way this reads is voter suppression because it does not accommodate for my disability. About the oath that helpers must take. The oath says that they are helping the person because they can't write or they can't see. Yet I can see and write, and that's not why my helpers are there. So my helpers would jeopardize themselves by taking the oath as it is written. I need assistance with tasks such as stuffing the envelope into the slot, opening an envelope, placing a pen into my hand, holding the paper down so I don't have to put Scotch tape onto the ballot, restuffing it into the envelope, and keeping curbside materials on my lap as I vote while tied down in my rammed fan. All of these things are not included in the oath that people will have to sign. We need for the oath to be less narrow, to be less prescriptive, please. About obtaining rides, it's especially problematic for a Capital Metro paratransit service driver who brings more than 3 people over the course of an election, or if the person that I hire works for more than one person with a disability, and we all choose to go vote. It's the cumulative numbers of people that use the vehicle that make the language problematic. And it's especially embarrassing if we have to turn down giving people a rammed ride. If I choose to vote curbside and everyone has to exit the vehicle but me, who's going to hold my materials, please don't tell me it's going to be a watcher. They don't need my needs, and I don't want them to see how I vote. All of these things are potential problems for a person with a disability using any of these options to vote. I vote in every election, and I have the right to continue doing so. But I suspect that the proposed legislation will prevent me from using my voice and my vote and it being counted. Thank you for your time. May I answer any questions?
Thank you, Amy. Members, questions? All right. Thank you for joining us today, Amy. Thank you, ma'am. Oh, I'm sorry, Senator Menendez. I did not see your request.
Okay, Mr. Chairman. I thought Chairman Hughes might address some of Amy's questions. Amy, it was good to see you again. The last time I saw you was in Education Committee, and once, as always, excellent testimony. I appreciate what you brought and the written testimony you gave us, and what you've done is you put a very real impact on how possibly what's in the bill would affect your ability to vote. So we will work together to make sure that it doesn't impact not only your vote to vote, your right to vote, with the privacy, as Chairman Hughes has mentioned before, that is critical for everyone, but everyone else that shares similar disabilities. So thank you for doing this. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Menendez. Thank you, Amy, for joining us today. Thank you.